fucking giant from the movie 300.
Yo, what are you doing? Yo, chill, Jake! Chill. Yo, Jake, help him, Jake. Go, get the fuck out. Get out. Go, Chewie, let's go. Dude, why that guy trying to kick me for no reason? I don't know, just keep going. Yo, how are you 260 and we still eat your hits? You're a little big. Holy shit, cuz. Just down to box that Andrei guy in a fight. So, Andrei, if you want to box my security guard or fight him, let's set it up. Let's do it the right way. Both of you guys will get the biggest paydays of your lives. And me too, baby. You're not leaving me out of this shit. Because I brought you back, baby. So we're going to do a fight. My security guard versus you. I'm going to get all the money, but you two are going to fight. Let's go. We get 3v1 Andrei, and it'll be all three of us in the ring with him. And yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. I think all three of us can easily take him, and maybe 4v1 him. But you guys let us know, or it could just be me and my security guard versus Andrei. But you guys decide. Let us know in the comments.
Security guard was there.
Huh?
He's lucky your security guard was there.
Oh, no, he's lucky. Yep.
Hey guys, welcome back. Just before you thought that influencer boxing was dead, think again, guys. Former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Andrei Arlovski, got in a huge tussle with very famous influencer, former kick streamer, prankster, Jack Doherty, in a viral backstage brawl, guys, that all happened on December 19th at the Kaseya Center during the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight. And now, what might be the biggest payday, potentially, for Andrei Arlovski. So, this story, guys, is absolutely wild. It's getting messier by the day. I was actually thinking about talking about this story, and then I don't know, some other stories kind of came up and I just kind of shelved it, but it seems to be gaining a lot of traction to the point where I think I need to start talking about this because, holy smokes, this could actually go down. And so let me just kind of talk about that, but I'll get into exactly what happened, where this could potentially go, and let's get into that, guys. So welcome back, guys. Welcome to Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz. If you guys are new here, this is where we cover all the latest and trending stories when it comes to the world of MMA, UFC, WWE, and boxing. Raw, completely unfiltered, guys, unbiased, no fluff, and no, we just kind of get right to the point, man. We bring some of the craziest storylines, and we try to make sense of it. Ultimately, that's what we try to do here. So if you guys like and hear what you see, please smash a like and subscribe. So let's get into it, guys. Andrei Arlovski versus Jack Doherty. These are two names that I would never, in my wildest dreams, ever think that they would be in a potential fight against one another. Like what? Like what parallel universe did I just wake up in? Because honestly, with everything that's going on, guys, when it comes to the world of combat sports and everything that's going on in the world today, I really think that we might have all just woke up one day in a parallel universe because none of this shit seems to be real, but apparently it is. So here's the deal, guys. Let me set the stage for you, right? So you have Andrei Arlovski. He's a big dude, man. He's a former UFC heavyweight champion, MMA legend, and he was backstage with his family, his wife, his son. They were at the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight that happened in Miami this weekend, and everything was going well. He was there as a guest. He wasn't there to fight. He wasn't there to cause shit. I mean, he was just chilling, minding his own business. And then enters Jack Doherty, right? And if you guys don't know Jack Doherty, like he's He's a big time YouTuber, influencer. He's a prankster. He used to be on Kickstream. He's a former Kick streamer. He's a content creator, guys. At the end of the day, he's somebody who built a career around chaos. Okay, so Jack Doherty, he's got a big name, huge name, right? So he's also there attending the event. He was with a few friends. He was with his bodyguard, just, having a good time. Now, apparently, these guys run into each other. And there was like a little bit of a shoulder kind of, I don't know if it was a shoulder push or what or something. But Jack Doherty kind of... He gets into Andrei's space, and then this video kind of comes out, and it's showing this huge backstage alteration. I mean, it gets quick, it's messy, and then it instantly goes viral, obviously because of the people that are involved. You see Arlovski just kind of throwing punches, and then the security gets involved, and then you just see people scrambling, being tossed around, and right away, the internet starts to pick sides. Right? So look, Arlovski kind of comes out and says, whoa, hold up, guys. This isn't, look, he said this just wasn't random, all right? He said that somebody had threatened his family, his wife, his kid, and then he stepped in to stop a threat. Now, honestly, from a former heavyweight champ who's been in real danger before, that's not something you just kind of brush off, all right? You got to look at Andrei's history, where he comes from. He's led and lived a completely different life than Jack Doherty, like 100%. These guys were not even in the same realm when it came to real life experiences. Both came from completely and entirely different backgrounds. It is what it is, guys. And for these guys to run into each other, the biggest mistake you want to make is running into Andrei Arlovski in the middle of the night in a back alley, because chances are you're going to be waking up next morning with a really, really bad headache. I don't want to get into details, guys, but you can almost imagine what would happen there. But then, with all this, Jack Doherty starts to fire back online, right? He says that Arlovski started it. He claimed that Andrei tried to kick him for no reason. And he said he was just walking by, minding his own business. Then, all of a sudden, Andrei Arlovski got into it with him for no apparent reason. And he couldn't understand why. And here's where it gets interesting. If you watch the video appears to show Jack doing kind of like the shoulder check that I was kind of alluding to earlier, which, if you know his content, it isn't really exactly out of his character to be able to do those kind of things, right? He is known for pranking people, for stirring up some chaos. So in this case, it's possible that he might have just done that. Now, both of these guys, Andrei and Jack, are both claiming to be victims in this. My honest opinion, right? If you're an online prank influencer walking around, a high profile fight event where already people's testosterone levels are through the roof, and you're bumping into people, and not just anybody, like you're bumping into fighters, guys who have a license to do some damage with their fists, with their legs, with their limbs, eventually you're going to bump into the wrong human being. And that's, I think, what exactly happened here. And look, Andrei isn't a TikTok character. He's not content, okay? He's a former UFC heavyweight champion with decades and decades of fight experience. And because of his background, where he comes from, the things he's been privy to, not the kind of guy you want to play with, if you catch my drift, right? This is a guy that you can't test, and you shouldn't test. And at the same time, Andrei even admitted it, that he needs to be more alert, more diligent. So yeah, emotions were really high on both sides. All right. So here's how everything just kind of went to viral mode, right? So, I mean, and when I say viral, we're talking about potentially like, we're talking about dollars here now, right? We're talking about profits. And look, Jack Doherty just doesn't let this die, right? I mean, instead of just kind of squashing it, moving on and saying whatever, this and that happened and moving on to his next gig or whatever he wants to do, he's actually escalating it. You could tell by the videos that I posted earlier. You see the first video of these guys just kind of running into each other, and a little bit of a shoulder check perhaps maybe by Jack. Andrei reacts, tries to launch a kick, then some punches are thrown. The bodyguard gets into it, actually gets a shot in on Andrei. I don't know if Andrei connected with him. And then Jack's friends are in the mix. And then Andrei's wife kind of jumps in and she kind of, calms her husband down. And then in another video, you see Jack's perspective, and then he's also sitting with his buddies at the final video, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I'm challenging Andrei Arlovski to a fight. In fact, I want Andrei to fight my bodyguard, but we'll potentially be part of it." But then the next video essentially says that he wants Andrei to fight all three of them in the ring, and he's willing to put up money so that Andrei gets paid handsomely for this. All right. So, yeah, challenging. At the end of the day, he's challenged Andrei Arlovski to a fight, and not just any fight. But this is going to be a very strange hybrid. Kind of the rules are made up by Jack Doherty. Now, I don't know if he's trying to follow in the same footsteps as Jake and Logan, but this is definitely a different angle for sure, right? And so, look, he wants Andrei Arlovski to take on his bodyguard, okay, and a 3 versus 1, 3-on-1, or even a 4-on-1, right? That'll be interesting. And he's talking money. He's talking a lot of money. He's talking about money that could potentially make Andrei the biggest payday of his life. And then right off the bat, guys, without any hesitation, I'm just trying to see if I can find. I can't even find the actual quote. Yeah, I mean, bottom line, guys. I mean, he's challenging Andrei to a fight, okay, and then Abe Kawa. Right, Ibrahim Kawa, who's actually Andrei Arlovski's manager, he tweeted and he said, "Hey, get Jack to reach out to me. We'll get it done." Okay, so they want this fight. They want to do this, and that's when shit just got real. And I don't like. I mean, you see what happened with Andrew Tate. You see what happened with Jake. And look, you can't even put Andrew and Jake in the same category as Jack, right? Like, I mean, Jack is very fun. He's very entertaining. He does what he does on social media, and he's got a base. But for Jack to get into a ring to fight probably one of the most scariest guys in MMA, that is very concerning. Very, very concerning, because Jake has spent hours and hours, umpteen number of hours in the gym, and has trained with legit professionals, guys who have been tried, tested, proven, true fighters. So he's learned a few things. Jake can actually fight. Contrary to what some people may think, he can actually fight. And so if Jack thinks that he can, kind of do more of the same of what Jake and other influencers have done, KSI, Andrew Tate, he's got another thing, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right move for him, right? I mean, it just really shows how blurred the lines are now between combat sports and influencer boxing. Like legends like Arlovski, some of them are just trying to live out their years and enjoy their lives. Some of them are in retirement. But it seems like wherever they go, you're going to get guys like this that are just going to keep poking them, eventually to the point where sometimes the bear pokes back. And now Andrei's being potentially dragged into a new chapter of his book, of his life, a new era. And whether you like it or not, this could actually happen. I don't see the storyline dying anytime soon. And when you start throwing money into the mix, well, Andrei's probably like, okay, well, how much money are we actually talking about? Because I'll do the 3-on-1. I'll do the 4-on-1. Heck, I'll do like 6-on-1. I just need to know how much money I'm going to get paid out of this, right? And this wouldn't be happening. This wouldn't be happening if there wasn't serious interest and serious cash behind it. Just saying. Now, what if this fight actually happens? What if Andrei Arlovski steps into the boxing ring, right? Not with a trained pro, but with a security guard. Okay? And now, I don't know anything about Jack's security guard. I don't know his credentials, who he is, what he's done for a living, what kind of training he has, aside from his security training. I don't know if he's got any mixed martial arts background, or maybe he's a Golden Gloves boxer or something like that. But this could very well turn into a big spectacle. I see Jack's security guard getting probably knocked out within the first round, and then it could just be pure mayhem, right? I mean, if I'm Andrei, I'm going into this fight. I'm going into this fight trying to take out the top dog. Once I knock out the queen, then I'm going for all the pawns. Okay? And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. But this could be the fight that could be massive, massive views. Now, if I'm Nikisa Bidarian, right, of MVP Promotions, I'm having a chat with Jake, and I'm like, hey, I gotta be a part of this somehow, or we gotta be a part of this. We gotta sign Andrei Arlovski, or we gotta do something so we can make this fight happen and provide the venue and the marketing and the hype, the buzz, and everything that kind of gets packaged into one of these kind of fights. But at the same time, they got to find a way to get paid as well, too. So no doubt about it, it could be a very, very big spectacle, something that a lot of people are willing to pay money to watch, including myself, right? So the bigger question really comes down to is this just another dangerous precedent, or just another chapter in combat sports potentially evolving? I don't think influencer boxing is going away anytime soon. If this fight goes to plan, do we see Jack and his buddies training and going to the gym, spending countless number of hours learning the trades and stuff like that, and being able to really figure this out? I mean, is this going to be kind of one of those fights where it'd be like a hybrid, where it starts off with boxing, and then it turns into grappling, like wrestling, and then it turns into bare knuckles, perhaps, maybe? That would be interesting, right? That could leave potentially the door open to a lot more ideas. And if that's the case, I could see a lot of other legends wanting to cash in on these. And I think there's something here. I think there's something here that Jake really drew a lot of attention to and made famous, by the way. I think there's a possibility of bringing some of these guys back and getting them to lock horns with perhaps maybe your favorite social media influencer, YouTuber. That'd be interesting, right? The whole situation from the get-go was just messy, okay? But it's now starting to turn into real opportunity. So look, Arlovski himself didn't go looking for this, it kind of came to him. And now that we're talking about money, the money seems to be right. You can't really blame Arlovski for listening. Him and his manager are probably hey, how much money are we talking about? Yeah, we could do this. So anyways, guys, that's my take on things. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and comments. Should Arlovski actually take the fight? Do you think this is something that would be entertaining enough to watch? Or do you think this is just completely embarrassing and gives another black eye potentially to the sport of boxing? And who do you actually believe in this situation? Who was at wrong here? Drop your thoughts and comments below. I read all of them, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Please smash a like and subscribe. And we've got a great video coming for you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.